Hello everyone, it's Retroaction, and welcome back to another Kenner mask review. This is Mask Dynamo from 1988, as part of the Split Seconds line. And this is probably the least liked line in the whole of the mask. It's understandable. I do like a lot of the Split Seconds actually, including Wolf Beast, which is controversial, I know. Skybot's my favourite. Fire Force is cool. Detonator is good. The rest, not so much. And this is possibly the most negative review I'm probably going to do on this channel, because this is Mask Dynamo. This is from the Split Seconds line, released by Kenner in 1988, and this is not a good vehicle whatsoever. I do have the wrong mask here. I don't even know if I'm going to look. I do want to get the clone for this, obviously, and get the right mask, but it's such a pain to track down. Who knows? Mine did come with 2 bombs, though. It's only meant to come with 1. Being the bomb is a tiny bit of chrome plastic. That's quite nice. It's also in better condition than the other one. But that's spoiling it a bit. But anyway, so that's the only probably good part of this vehicle. But anyway, this is Mask Dynamo. Obviously, this is a mask vehicle, not a Venom one. It's driven by Bruce Sato, who's from Rhino. Unfortunately, this is his final ride for the series, being the line was cancelled after this, or ended or whatever. Yeah, like I said before, the mask is for the clone, because the idea behind Split Seconds is that you have the driver, a mask Venom agent, and a computer image, like a split image, a computer image of the driver. And you have their computer image, which takes control of the secondary vehicle. Unfortunately, this one is not very good in either mode. The other mode, well, so yeah, once you transform, this is its best mode. But it's a dune buggy. It's an off-road vehicle. Yeah, it's an off-road vehicle is what it's classed as, or a dune buggy or whatever. It doesn't have rubber tyres, which is nice, to be honest with you, because I don't, well, plastic tyres aren't the greatest because they don't roll very well, and it's not as nice as rubber tyres, but rubber tyres snap and break, so think of that as you will. But I do prefer plastic tyres in sense of the fact that they won't snap and rot away like the rubber ones, but at the same time, they're not as nice as the rubber tyres, but at least they will last, so, you know. Yeah, that could go 2 ways. Got a very... It's quite a cool design on the front here. For some reason, it's not actually picking up. But yeah, it's a nice design on the front there. That's quite cool. As for the driver, well, we've got Bruce Sato. Unfortunately, they do not have the seatbelts anymore, like with Thunderhawk. Yeah, some of the others. Raven. Yeah, now it's just a tiny plastic clip, which is a bit rubbish. But this is Bruce Sato. Of course, his mask is actually not supposed to be like this one. It's supposed to be like a bluish green colour. It's supposed to be a lighter blue even, because he's got a dark blue outfit, so it's supposed to be a lighter blue mask. Lighter than this anyway, because this is obviously the clone's mask, being it's translucent. But here's Bruce Sato. He's an alright figure. It's good. I mean, it's not the best obviously in the line. Unfortunately, the masks for series 3 and 4 are especially brittle, so ridiculously brittle, so yeah, which is a shame, because I do like the Spectrum mask with Skybot. And Wolf Beast mask is alright. But it would be, well, obviously it's not mask without the mask for the character, but being that this is the series of the most brittle masks, it's not always possible to get the masks for these guys, so look out for those. But anyway, so this Bruce Sato with his mask, yeah, it works for him. It's a bit weird. You've got these sections here on the side which are really brittle. They'll just snap off. He's got like some weird one-eyed look going on. He's got an eye, some sort of laser, and this is the new... Oh dear, what's the mask called again? I forgot the name of the mask actually. New lifter mask. Yeah, that's not the best imagination from Kenner there, being the fact they just put new in front of all the masks for the Split Second series, because this is supposed to be the next incarnation, or the next, version of the original Series 1 masks. So, Matt Tracker had Spectrum, Skybolt has new Spectrum, Viper for Switchblade, new Viper for Wolf Beast. this is supposed to be new lifter, because the lifter was from Rhino. It's a cool design. Obviously, it's got the extended chest plate section because it's Series 4, and you've got the hole for the choking hazard, because of the choking hazard thing. You can't really get the details of the mask though. I'll just say it. It's a weird mask. This one's not broken, which is good. But it's for the wrong figure, obviously. It should be with the clone, which the clone would just be a transparent dark blue version of this guy. The detail's quite cool. The outfit's alright. I mean, he's got this weird pink bit on his leg there. Just strange, but it works, I suppose. I mean, the white and blue looks quite cool. It's a nice figure. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. The silver's quite cool. Yeah, so the figure's cool. It's alright. As the vehicle, oh, wasn't meant to do that. As you see, that's one problem with it. The tyres actually say Mask 2000, I think, or something. It has got the tyre pressure on there, which is quite cool. And it's got the chromed rims, which is nice. You've got some searchlights, headlights at the back there. At the top, you've got headlights that are chromed, which is cool. And this section at the back here is chromed, so it's nice. This mode is quite cool. You know, it's a good mode. Off-road vehicle. There weren't many of those in the line, so this is quite an oddity. It's quite unique in that sense. He does sit in there quite well. It can be a bit of a nightmare though. One thing, going back to the figure though, that I don't like is the fact you've got this hand which does not go past his leg. It's a bit weird. The way they've sculpted that arm is a bit strange. But there you go. At least this figure's got some tight joints, because my Wolf Beast Mars Mayhem doesn't. Which is a bit of a shame given how rare it is, but we'll get to that in that review, of which I don't have the clone for that one either. So here's me telling you how rare the split seconds are, because these are the vehicles that I have that are least complete out of the whole line. So I don't have much mask because it's so difficult to get the line. Yeah, getting him in there is a bit of a pain, but as you can see, there he is, and the plastic strap has not been broken. Did not break. So that's good. But either way, we're going to take him out now. But no, we'll probably leave him in there for the next mode. And we're now going to transform it. And this is where the set falls apart. This is where this vehicle, this falls apart, and it's possibly the worst in the line, along with Jackal or Barracuda, I would say. The worst in the whole line. Right, well, without further ado, let's transform it. So to transform it, what you do is, these sections spring out like that. There are a few there's a few clasps here. There's like these sections that go inwards, and you pull them, and it transforms. So there you go. And this is it. So this section comes up. Apparently the parts that connect this, the tabs on this section are quite brittle. As you can see, it's now a turbine chopper with rotating chopper blades. And we have what Kenner likes to call an assault cart. And so yep, this is the transformation. And the clone would not, well, the clone would actually drive this. The clone would pilot the chopper, and the actual, Bruce Sato would actually pilot this, which is a bit rubbish how they did that for split seconds. They made the main character drive the worst vehicle, which is a bit of a shame. Oh well, it is. It's only let down when you try to make sense of that, and when you only have one figure. So this is the best mode by a long shot. The turbine chopper mode is quite cool actually. Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, the choppers, they do rotate. The mask just went flying, which is not good. And this does have a feature. So, take that into account. It does have a feature other than these rotating chopper blades. It's not the best feature. As you can see, we have the mask logo at the top there, sticking out from the front, which is quite cool. But the feature is, there is actually a bomb that drops. Unfortunately though, this is all that it does. It just clips in here, and you have to drop it manually. So, there you go. Can't remember what they call the bomb. I know for Afterburner it's a sting bomb. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name, but there we go. So there's a bomb for it. The sticker's quite cool. As you can see, there's the detail on the front there. It's quite nice. So yeah, it rotates. Yeah, that's the turbine chopper mode. Obviously, compared to the rest of the line, that is absolute crap, but it's alright as far as this vehicle goes. Like I said, this is my least favourite vehicle in the whole line. As for this assault cart, this is just absolute rubbish. This is terrible. I can't even believe Kenner did this. And all you do is there's a post there which is so brittle it's about to fall off, and unfortunately one side it's already snapped. These posts are really brittle and they have a tendency to just break. And as you can see there, it's got these tiny clips that just slot into the feet, and now you've got this assault cart to drive around in, and it is awful. It's absolutely dreadful, and yeah, enough said about that. That's crap. So that's that done. However, there is one other thing to this vehicle, which is the fact this splits and it becomes two separate sections. I'm going to use the section without the post so I don't break it. And now what this is meant to be is a flight pack, a jet pack of means. So what you do is you use the clips that you use to split the vehicle into two, transform it, and now that's going to hold them into place. It's like a clasp for the figure, and now you have a flight pack. So you have Bruce Sato and his clone with the sections of the assault cart as a flight pack. Now this is quite cool. This is quite a unique gimmick, and it is quite a cool design actually. It's better use of the assault cart than driving it. So than riding it, but you know, it's an afterthought really. But that is actually mentioned on the back of the box, so that is another feature, a third mode if you will. But overall, this is the worst vehicle in the entire line. Or is Jackal the worst vehicle? I don't know. Out of the split seconds, not many people like them. I disagree with people not liking Wolf Beast, but I definitely don't disagree with people disliking this one. The figure's alright. It's not the best in the line by any means, but it is a cool one. I do like it. The turbine chopper is cool. It's nice I've got a second bomb, which has actually got better chrome than the other one. So, you know, I got two of the bombs, which is quite cool. It's only meant to have one, so that's a nice touch. Nice thing the seller gave me, in Demand Toys, actually. Got this from the shop. Yeah, so it's nice to have two bombs, seeing how easy it is to lose, how small it is. So that's a nice add-on. But apart from that, this vehicle is terrible. So yeah, that is Dynamo. That is Mask Dynamo from the Split Seconds series. It's been Retroaction with Mask Dynamo. Thank you much for watching. This is unfortunately, this is actually one of the rarest vehicles, one of the rarer vehicles to find, and by that I mean it goes for higher than some of the best ones in the line. Yeah, it's about £34 though, boxed I think at the moment, because this one off the Split Seconds is this Vandal and Barracuda are among the easiest to find. These are quite easy to get really out of the line, although these are rarer. This is one of the easiest ones to get from the rarer series. So yeah, it's not as difficult to find as Stiletto, Wolf Beast or Skybolt. Definitely not as difficult to find. Even Detonator and Fire Force are quite hard to acquire. This, however, shows up a lot, and there's loads of box ones available. It doesn't show up that much though if you're looking for the parts. Like I'm trying to look for the clone, can't find it. Well, I found the clone, but I haven't actually found Bruce Sato's mask, so you know, completing it is going to be difficult. It is still one of the rare vehicles in the line. Fortunately, it commands a lot more than some of the more popular vehicles in the line, so it is ridiculous. But yeah, so this is actually part of the rarest series, the final series, and it's probably one of the reasons why the final series isn't very well liked. Though it's a shame because the Split Seconds do have some quite good vehicles, but this definitely lets the whole line down. And overall, this Vandal and Barracuda are probably the worst in the whole Mask line. So there's Retroaction with the Mask Dynamo. It's a cool name. I do like. It's a really good name. Unfortunately, just a terrible vehicle. There's Retroaction. So yeah, if you're looking for this one, the Pollens is the bomb gets lost. This plastic clip could probably break. The sections holding in this can snap, and one of these are plugged in, these pieces, which is really weird. I mean, mine had an issue with wanting to come out the second I got it. And then you've got to watch out for the clips on this assault cart, which is just absolutely awful. Absolutely terrible. It's a terrible vehicle. The turbine chopper is cool, but this is where the idea of splitting into two didn't quite work out. The execution was a fail. Anyway, especially on this one. Anyways, Retroaction. I'll be back with more masks very soon. Goodbye for now.